Hello everyone, how are you doing? I am Erin. Welcome back to my channel, Energy with Erin. I'm a psychic / energy healer. And today is Monday, April 27th. How are you guys doing? I hope you all had a really good weekend. I hope you guys are really starting to integrate the healing energy from the healing that we did on Friday. Usually within the first 24 to 72 hours, you'll start to feel or see some symptoms. They kind of run the gamut. You could be feeling icky sicky, you could be feeling ungrounded, you could be a little irritable, you could be having fights with people, and that's just you getting that stagnant energy out of your system so that the energy can flow better, okay? So hang in there, rest, hydrate, ground, gentle movement, like kind of like Tai Chi type of stuff. Like that's really, really good for your body, you guys. So today, I figured I'm going to talk a little bit about upcoming videos and stuff we're going to be doing and stuff that's coming on later in the week. And then we're going to do a quick little card reading for the week for you guys. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the assassination attempt on President Trump yesterday. Literally, after I uploaded my video yesterday, I saw it and I was like, oh, wow, okay, we're going to have to talk about that. So, I just want to let you know, Ashley, I know you requested videos from me a while back. Don't worry, I'm working on it, okay? So, a video that's going to be coming out later this week, we're going to be talking about the psychic clairs, the different psychic senses. And Ashley wanted to know what my clairs are, and I'll probably do a separate video about my whole story, but I'll talk a little bit about it in there. And then I also wanted to do a quick little video about the different stages of spiritual awakening and some personal advice that I can give to you guys if I have any. And then on Friday, May 1st, there's a full moon in Scorpio, you guys. So I'll be doing a video on that on Friday. It's also Beltane for those who are more Wicca and a Wiccan. That is a big deal happening Friday. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And then I have plans Friday night, you guys. So I'm going to do the big reading for the month of May on Saturday, probably. Maybe I'll record it ahead of time if I have time, but we'll see. So yeah, that's it. That's coming up this week. I believe next week there is another meteor shower happening. And again, I'll talk more about that on Friday's video. All right. So let's do the cards, you guys. So this one I love this deck. It's so good. This is the Threads of Fate Oracle deck. And they have different versions of it. I have the black version that has like holographic rainbow stuff. So what came up for you guys for the week, remember this is for the week, the Observer. I've been talking about this. You need to observe, not absorb. Okay? This is going to be a really important time for you. Like, yes, I want you to make your moves, but I also want you to be observant and paying attention. Okay? Listen to your intuition. Don't just go because you feel like going. You have to be a little smart about it. You need to be a little bit smarter. Okay? So let's see what it says about the Observer. So before I go into that, so let's look. We have a crystal ball, which means you're seeing things, okay? You're seeing things for what they really are now. And then the wings, those are messages from spirit, okay? And then the hands with the threads, that's about like a spider weaving their own web, right? Weave your own web. Don't get caught in someone else's web. So the Observer. The Observer indicates a time where you are being encouraged to suspend judgment or conclusions and simply witness. All right, put your ego aside and just watch. And this is not just about in your life. This is about what's happening in the collective, and we'll get to that with the assassination attempt, okay? Watch. A lot will be revealed if you just watch and don't go with the emotion behind it. Humans are always trying to sort out their external world. We want to process it, make sense of it, and figure out our place within it. It is our way of trying to feel secure and comfortable within our environment. However, this can also reach extremes where we are automatically forming opinions without gathering enough information, okay? That's what the mainstream media wants you to do. They want you to rely on your emotions because that's the narrative, right? Because remember, they want to herd your emotional power, okay? Because that feeds entities in the astral realm, okay? Especially negative emotions, okay? So, watch and learn. Watch and learn. Don't form an opinion. Just say, you know what, let me put a pin in that and let me think this over a little bit. The observer asks you to pause and simply pay attention. This may feel passive, but in observing, we are already cultivating change. Okay, you're starting to change the framework of your mind and how you're thinking. The balanced observer intuitively knows when to be present and when to move. And I've been saying this about the fire horse here. Again, you can't just go galloping with fire into every situation. You need to know when to stop and when to go, when to put, the pedal to the metal and when to let up a little bit, okay? They watch, but they do not do so in a way that harms others. Yes. Okay. So watch. So that's what they're saying. So they're saying, don't, if you witness a crime, but there's tons of other people around, you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to report it because someone else will report it. Don't do that. That's called the bystander effect. It's something in psychology where they did this study, and it was in New York City. This woman was being sexually assaulted, or this guy was trying to sexually assault her. And there were, New York City, there's people everywhere. The city never sleeps. And people watched this happen, and she ended up getting away and getting into the doorway of her building. But because no one called for help, because they thought she was okay, the guy came back and did what he did to her. Okay, and that's because they asked the hundreds of people, why didn't anyone call for help? They're like, well, I thought that person was calling for help. I thought that person was calling for help. It's not on me. So that's sort of what they're telling me with this. So be an observer, but don't be the observer where you're just standing back and letting shit happen. If you can help, you need to help. Many people may interpret them as apathetic. Remember, apathy means you don't care. But in reality, they understand that there is a time and place for action, okay? Remember, you need to listen to your intuition not your fear, not your anxiety, your intuition, okay? Because I know a lot of people can get those mixed up, okay? An unbalanced observer becomes too stagnant. Yeah, see, so there's a balance to it. There's a balance to moving too fast or not moving enough. They can see how everything functions, but do not believe that they are able to affect change as they are only one person. You guys, you need to understand you can absolutely affect anything, okay? We're here in the physical because we can affect things in the physical, all right? Remember that. This can be a form of bypassing as they may not stand up when it's needed. So which one are you? Which one do you find yourself? Do you feel like you can balance being the observer? Do you feel like you're go too much and you need to slow down and look? Or do you feel like you're looking too much and not taking enough action? All right? Answer that question within yourself and then figure out where you need to pivot and change. All right? So the observer, which one are you? All right, and then for the rest of the cards, I feel like a lot of you guys are going through some heavy stuff, some big changes. Maybe some tumultuous changes in relationships or jobs, or just I feel like not they're big changes for you guys, but it's nothing you can't handle. But I'm feeling a lot of you are having a little bit of a rough go of it. So I figured we'd pick our saucier cards and have a little fun with it, okay? So, the Audacity deck is back, you guys. I know you guys like this one. It's really funny. It's lighthearted. The life of the party. Are you the life of the party? Do you need to be the life of the party? I feel like for some of you, you need more fun in your life. You're taking things way too seriously. So let's see what it says. The life of the party. Oh my goodness, it's on the wrong page. Hold on. I will find it. Okay, life of the party. Chances are you have lived through the Great Recession, wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, 9/11, an ongoing pandemic, and the makings of World War III. You're dead inside, but still kicking. I know a lot of you guys are feeling like this in your life and just in your spiritual awakening in general. You're just I know the millennials are just yeah, we've heard the apocalypse is coming 20 times already. We've lived through everything. I'm dead inside. What now? Who cares? I get it. But you need to learn to dance through life. You're only here in this lifetime as this person once, as this character once. Go balls to the wall. Live it up. The world is going to shit, and you're still getting up with a smile on your face. Are you the ultimate optimist, or are you in denial? That's a good question. Either way, does it really matter right now? Only you know the answer to that. In the meantime, let's party. I know me and my husband are going to an 80s dance this Friday, so we're going to be partying, so I can't wait for that. So you guys need to have more play. And I said this in my healing. I was like, a lot of you need to be playing with children. You need to get in touch with your inner child. Okay. And I not even just like your inner child, like elementary school age, like even before that, like where life was just fun. You were exploring things. Everything was new. You know, you're asking your mom, why, when you're a toddler, why mom, why mommy, why? So I feel like you guys need to get more in touch with that. This is, to me, it looks like the wrong way. The solar plexus. Like, you need to find that light that shines brightly from the inside. And you're just like, oh my God, like, yeah, the world is going to shit maybe, but I don't have to choose to participate in that thought process. I can still have fun with life. Okay? And you should. You absolutely should. All right, the next two cards are affirmation cards. Today, be the badass girl you were too lazy to be yesterday. So this tells me, I feel like a lot of you guys are icky sticky right now, whether that's an energetic thing or more allergies or people just passing stuff around. It's okay to rest, okay? If you don't need to ask permission to take rest. And I know a lot of people are like, well, I need to get 20 things done, then I can take a break. If your body is begging for a break, you need to take the break, because if you don't, your body will force you to listen if you ignore it long enough. And that comes in the form of like, you get sick and then you're out of work for 2 weeks. So you need to listen. Your body is always talking to you in some way, shape, or form. You need to be listening. Oh my God, it's upside down. You need to be listening, okay? It's okay to rest. Again, your energy levels are not going to be 100% every day, right? Like it goes up and down. It fluctuates just like our emotions fluctuate and everything else. So if you were too lazy to get stuff done yesterday, take the step today if you have the energy, okay? And be badass about it, okay? Don't kick yourself in the butt and be like, I should have done this, I should have done that. Okay, sure, but that time is already gone. You only have the moment in the now. Like, run with it now, okay? Do what you can do now. Change what you can now. Do not beat yourself up about yesterday or how you were feeling, okay? I know in our culture, it's like work until you die, like work until, you'll get sleep when you die and all this stuff. But it's like, there has to be a balance, because those people are not truly happy in their life. They have a lot of like relationship issues. Like, they may be doing good in their career, but their life is not perfect everywhere else. Like, they might have health issues, like that sort of thing. Okay, so it's all about balance. Our last one, which actually, you guys, usually this is like kind of mean things, but like this is actually really nice. You are loved. You guys are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. Now, don't take that as pressure, right? Like, you are here for a reason. Remember that. I feel like a lot of you are going through a rough time right now, and you're just questioning, like, why is this happening to me? Like, why? Like, I'm just a stupid, silly person. Like, I can't help anyone. I can't even help myself. Like, no. Okay. You're just going through a moment. Okay. You're going through a moment. You're not always going to be feeling like this. It's okay. You will come through on the other side. I see a breakthrough coming for you guys really soon. Like 1 to 3 months. And like, this isn't something little. This is like a really big thing. So stick with it, you guys. Okay. Remember, you are loved. If you feel like there's not love around you, find the love within yourself. And if you can't even love yourself, how can you love someone else? Really and truly. You can try your best, but you might not be the best version of yourself for that other person, But you're loved. God loves you, your angels love you, your spirit guides love you. Like, you guys have no idea. So it's so funny, because I know my spirit guides, my guardian angel, one of them is a man, and he's really cute, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. He's really cute. And I always used to have these recurring dreams, like right before I woke up, and it was like I never would have sexual dreams or anything like that. Like, I know guys have that like all the time, right? I would never have it. But when I did have it, it was always with him. And I realized later, oh, that's my guardian angel. And I understood what was happening. So, like, it would be like, your romance, like, oh, we're holding hands, we're walking on the beach, we're on a date, we're going to start kissing. But before things got too serious, I would always wake up and I'm like, gosh darn it, like, why can't I go back to that dream? That was so nice feeling. Like, it wasn't even a sexual thing. It was more just like, oh my God, I feel loved. And don't get me wrong, I have an amazing husband. We have an amazing marriage, like we are tight, we are good, I am fully satisfied in that area of my life. But like having these dreams, it was just like, oh my god, it's just really nice to like dream of that and actually feel like you're there, because I feel like I'm there when I'm dreaming. So I've come to find out that so our spirit guides love you so much, but they don't know how to convey it to you in a way that you can understand how fully they love you. They love you as much as a soulmate loves you. Okay, and that's why he was coming in with that dream. He was trying to show me his version of love. He's just like, but he stopped at the sexual things. He's like, okay, well, it's not about the sex. It's about the love that we feel for you. And I'm like, okay, that's why I always wake up in the dream, because again, it's not about having a sex dream. It's about them showing me how they love me and to the extent that they love me. So it's really cool. So think about it like that, you guys. So hang in there, be the observer, have some fun in your life, balance your energy in your life. Go when you can, stop when you need to, and remember you are always loved. You're here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. And when they say don't fuck it up, I'm seeing like a lot of you, and this, I'm not saying this applies to you, but what comes to mind is like people who are depressed and like who want to leave and take themselves out. Like, oh, I fucked it up. Now I have to leave. It's like, no. Stick with your story, okay? Stick with your story. Remember, every story has a downturn and then the hero comes back from it all, okay? So if you feel like you're in a dark place in your life, it's for transformation, okay? You're going through this dark stuff to transform yourself so that you're going to burn everything down and then rise like the phoenix from the ashes, okay? So don't take that as don't fuck it up as, oh my god, you're not going to mess it up. I promise you. Okay. You're going to be just fine. Just go with the flow, one step at a time. Do not compare yourself to others. I see you guys doing that. It's good to take ideas and inspiration from other people, but do not be comparing yourself, because comparison is a thief of joy. It really, really is. And then that's when people start getting envious and jealous. And those are not good emotions. Those are very low vibe emotions. I also saw something today. It was like, pay attention to your emotions. Like if you feel jealous about someone, pay attention to that. Redirect that energy. Flip the script. I'm jealous. Why am I jealous? What am I jealous of? Well, I'm jealous that they get to go on vacation all the time. I'm jealous that they have a mansion. I'm jealous that they have the car that I want. Okay? So that's your spirit trying to show you where you want and what you want. So instead of funneling your energy into being jealous and envious of that person and being angry about it because you don't have it, flip it around, be like, okay, why am I jealous? Write it down, and then be like, okay, it's because I want those things. So then you can start working on manifesting that in your own life and working towards building that and getting that in your own life. Okay? Sitting there and being jealous and envious of someone is not going to change your situation. It's just going to foster negative energy in your body. And if you're really upset about it, it's going to stay in your body and then you're going to get ill. Okay? We don't want that. All right, so that was a card reading. Let's talk about the assassination attempt on President Trump. So I'm just going to say this right now. I'm not a political person. Okay? To me, it's all fake, okay? Like, I'm wearing Game of Thrones. This is Stark. This is the direwolf from Stark. So the way I look at government, remember, it's two wings of the same bird, the left versus the right, Democrats versus Republicans. It's the same thing. It is a tool for them to divide us and keep us at each other's throats while they're off doing their own thing behind the scenes, okay? And if you don't know this by now, you need to. And you need to go down the rabbit hole and figure that out for yourself if you feel called to. So I don't follow politics. I don't do any of that stuff. Like, I could care less who the president is, like, because they're not really the ones in control. They're just a puppet. And if you want to find out who's controlling the president, who are we not allowed to talk about right now? I'm not going to say, because you're not allowed to even say that freaking word on YouTube. But think about the country that we're not supposed to be talking about right now. Okay? That is who is the puppet master right now. So, the assassination attempt, I immediately knew it was BS just from my intuition. His last one was BS as well. And when I heard about the assassination attempt, I heard 2-3. So that means to me, this is the second attempt, yes. I feel like there might be another one coming, but it's the footage I saw from it, you guys, like it happened, the attempt happened, and There was a guy still sitting at a table eating his dinner, wasn't worried at all. Okay? There was a reporter on air before they were at a dinner or something. Before they went into the dinner, there was a reporter talking about it, and she had mentioned, oh yeah, this guy came up to me and said, be really careful, like, take care of yourself, and they cut her off before she could finish her thought, and they were like, oh yeah, this happens all the time, like, no. They were over-explaining why they cut her off, which I'm like, okay, no, like, come on, people, like, she was being warned by someone that something was going to happen and that she needed to be careful, and she was saying it on TV, and they had to cut her off for it, okay? They do, I will let you know, as far as like when there's protests and stuff, they do hire people as actors to go to those protests. I'm not saying everyone there is a hired actor, okay? But they do hire people to go and cause dissent and make it a bigger deal than it is. So like the crowd could be totally peaceful, but then these people are coming in and stirring the pot and then making stuff happen. If you guys are in media or know someone in media, they will tell you they use tips and tricks of the trade to make things look bigger than it is. So I know when the whole airline thing was going on, a reporter said they're like, the lines aren't really as long as they're making it seem. They're literally getting certain angles and going to where the line looks crazy and recording it. But if you were to zoom out, it's not that crazy. Same with like protests happening. I saw a video of like they were in Times Square protesting something, and the crowd was not, someone was in their apartment like looking down at them, and on TV it looked like this humongous crowd, but in reality it was a very small crowd, but the way they were making it look on the camera and the TV was like very different. So remember, just keep that in mind, it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion because they're trying to herd and corral everyone into this one idea or thought system, and then they're taking your energy from that in some way, shape, or form. So what else do I want to say about the assassination attempt? The crowds, that, gosh darn it, I swear to gosh, there was something else that I needed to touch upon. But I heard someone else say, that Trump was being a very good actor during that. Like, he was doing some good acting. So, I mean, I don't agree that they should be doing this, obviously, because violence is not the answer. But I see it as being fake, you guys. It's not real. Now, I don't know. I have some thoughts and feelings about why they're doing it, but I'm not going to speak about that right now. But yeah, so it's just very interesting. Again, it's another distraction. You know, like, oh, look, our president just got almost assassinated. Oh my God. Like, and obviously it is a big deal. But I'm seeing that's fake, so to me, it's not really a big deal. So, going back to the Game of Thrones thing. So the two wings of the same bird. So the way I look at government, okay, is it's, if you've seen Game of Thrones, it's very much like Game of Thrones, where in the Iron Throne, the room where they hold court and they do all the things, and it seems like one way to the people. That is government, okay? It's all a show. It's all a farce. And then, in reality, the real Game of Thrones is taking place in the background with, like, characters like Littlefinger and Varys the Spider and everyone else who's involved with trying to figure out how to get either Daenerys back on the throne or whoever else. I mean, there were a bunch of different people fighting for the throne in that series. So that's how I look at it. It's all fake, okay? And that's why it drives me crazy when people talk about it, because I just roll my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, like, you're believing the BS that they're feeding you. But like, you know what? If that's your thing, that's your thing. That's cool. I can just see through it. So I don't pay attention to it. I don't feed into it at all. So those are my thoughts on it. Once again, I don't condone violence. I don't think it's right. Whatever your political beliefs are, people shouldn't be attacked like that. So yeah, you guys, I don't even know what else to say about that. So those are my thoughts. That's what I'm picking up on. As far as when this other attempt is going to happen, I don't even see that there's definitively going to be another attempt, but that's why they're showing me 2-3, 2 to 3. So I don't know when, I don't know how, or if it's happening at all, but that's just what I heard. And he already had one, right? With like the ear, where it shot off his ear or whatever. So there we go, you guys. So regardless of your political beliefs, just remember, I have a feeling I keep seeing this, like, it's going to fall down somehow, but not in the way that we think. Obviously, they're going to try to take control of it and control the narrative, but honestly, I think if all of us can come together and enough of us say enough is enough and no, we could possibly turn the tide. Is it going to be pretty? Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. But that remains to be seen as far as like when that's going to play out and how it's going to play out. And I know some other psychics have been saying they don't even see a new president. Like, there's not going to be a new president. And I'm like, that's interesting. If that does happen, I feel like that's just another control tactic from them. Because then it's just another way to usher in a new world government, right? Right. So, just some interesting things to think about, you guys. And it's okay if you disagree with me. It's totally fine. We all have our own opinion about things. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully it didn't upset any of you, and hopefully the little card reading I gave you guys will help you through the week. Okay? I will be making those other videos this week. And yeah. Oh, I will be, I keep saying I'm going to do this, and I keep forgetting. I need to make that email, so if you guys have stories that you wanted me to tell, let me know, okay? Let me know. Comment down below, and I will get that email out to you guys. Hopefully by the next video, I can get that out, and we can start that new series, you guys. I'm so excited. There's so many cool stories you don't even know. So, I love you guys. I hope you're having a good day. Hang in there. I hope you have a good week. I will see you tomorrow in the next video. And until then, I love you guys, and I'm sending you peace, love, light, and healing. All right? Talk to you later. Bye.